Cookie narration volume set to 100.
Moments in heartbreak, and these two teams trying to establish playoff positioning. But for the Dog, it's also about trying to find a way to survive on the road. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Vols will put it away to start the game. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia's offense will start this game off with the football. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a...
Breaks into the open. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On the run, it's Frazier. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open on the left. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia!
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Tennessee's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's...
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Aguilar. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. And the Volunteers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And and Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. The 20. Touchdown, Tennessee. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, it's funny, I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
To throw, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. To the air on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. On the run, it's Frazier. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. There he goes. Touchdown, Dogs. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And unbelievable timing with the quarterback and wide receiver. Get it to him in his hands, right on his frame where he can run after the catch and do some serious damage.
And that's why he's so dangerous, is because of that ability after the catch. For these DBs in this game, you've got to tackle the reception, because if you don't get him down, he's taking it to the house.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. 3rd down times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Now this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. And the balls are moving quickly down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the ground, he's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Turning it on! And he'll race it to the house! Touchdown, Volunteer!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Stockton. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And that will fall incomplete, and we have played one. Boy, they tried to end the first quarter on a high note to no avail. 2nd quarter's coming. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. They want to throw it. Makes the catch. It's dealt. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Frazier. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He might want another play. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Now on the move at the 28-yard line on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Got a man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got it and still on his feet. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes, continue to feed this man the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Picked off. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the end.
Just a short pass to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Looking for space. It's Bishop. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Let's go! The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat, and you're going, no, look out for your blind side, watch out. But they had a great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out, a little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback making checks. after the incompletion. They go back up top. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Dogs are in the hurry-up. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. The Dogs will try to pick it up on fourth down. They'll run for it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Volunteers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a 3rd and long. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Vols will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Offense changing the play. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Finds the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
That really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job closing under control, getting a hit on the quarterback, and affecting the throw.
They get him down at the 36. It will be a 1st down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. With the catch, it's Delp. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Fires deep toward the end zone. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here is the Tennessee offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense.
Oh, he's got some space. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to...
There he goes. He's at the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. They'll use the running game on first and goal.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
To the air, it's Aguilar. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown ball! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And after that last score, this is just a two-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Looking for a crease to the left. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll go right back to him. Picks up the first down, still moving. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking to throw. It's Stockton. Got a man. It's Frazier. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. Games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a...
Looking to take a shot. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Vols headed quickly to the line. it on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. And the Volunteers decide to punt it away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. He'll try the left side. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. So the offense will go for it around midfield. Trying to keep the drive alive. Gets it past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that one's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking to throw again. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. This time it's complete. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Georgia going up tempo. Now from inside the red zone. Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Using his legs, it's Frazier. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They're trying to slam it in. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Rides the back on the option, the give. Not much there. He gets 1 to the 11.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It's squarely.
He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. And now it's 4th down. And the Vols line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. 1st down. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. He's got it. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He leaves it with his back. He stopped at the 15. Not enough for the 1st down, and you'd think we'd see the punt team. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires to the right. He's got him wide open. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. 1st down from the 43. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Caught close to the marker, it's Bishop. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Dropping back, it's Aguilar. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
The last 2 plays have not gone as scripted. It's 3rd and 19. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come.
Breaks into the open. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
And how good was that feel, right? You've got the lead in the fourth quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
He wants to change this route. To the air on second down. Going for the big play. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Got a man. It's Staley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing up and took it all the way to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on